Rent arrears is a very common issue that we see all the time. We take over a lot of property managements and management transfer that happens because of the same reason. Number one thing that I've learned from rent arrears is you go back to your initial leasing process. Have you done your due diligence as property management team? For the owners, I always recommend that you have discussed these things before you engage your property management company. What we say is failure to plan is plan to fail. If you don't have a plan in place, then highly likely there would be a point where you would face some sort of failure, depending on again what level it is during your journey. It may be a small bump on the road and then you probably just get back on track, or perhaps it could be a little bit more than that. Number one thing I would suggest is that you need to have a process and system in place. This is for property management teams, of course. But again, at the same time, for the rental providers, I would always recommend that do you know what is that process from your property management department? If not, that means they are not involving you with the process. So you need to be involved with the journey itself and knowing what is the process if this happens. What is the process if something goes wrong here? And also, number one thing is the 65-step process. If you would like to know more about that, and if you are going through rental arrears with your renters, please reach out. Would love to go through that process with yourself. Now, number one thing, what I've seen in this industry is that induction process is super important. If your property management team has done a great induction process with the renters and then understand how the process needs to be followed, what are the responsibilities from their side, if anything like that has to happen. So, process, systems, being methodical, and definitely due diligence is a critical part. Thank you.